field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the running back. Got room to work. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Browning. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only...
He's looking deep. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Trojans. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fires complete. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Running back searching for a hole. Hard running there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. An 84-yard drive there. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Looking downfield on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got a man. It's McCaffrey. At the 45 on his way. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll ride the hot hand.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Running to the left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Got his man on the outside. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdown, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
They're testing the right side here. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to him. Thrust that arm out. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Try to get it to the edge. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. There he goes! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Brings up 2nd down.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man quickly. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Turning it on! Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Going to the running game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. Smashes through the tackle. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it down 1st and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. A first down run on the doorstep. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Army has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they parachuted the ball into Michie Stadium, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by just 1 over Air Force. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And as he throws, it's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. Brings it down on the right side. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, USC. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
Offense is ready to go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Winton. Oh, he's got some space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. It's Winton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Got it, looking for the 1st down. Running through contact. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to break the tie with a 4th quarter touchdown on 4th down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Trojans. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the 1st down.
KYP, know your personnel. You got those big tight ends you can work on those 3rd and shorts. You don't have to have him run way down the field. Understand how to get to the sticks, get that 1st down. Nice job.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He might want another play. Unloads quickly, and he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Winton. It's the same one. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Texas A&M 14.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
So now it's 2nd and long. Hands it off. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A&M comes back out with another 1st down.
Let's go.
Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. Offense working from the pistol. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Aggies are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Gets it out quickly. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Looking to throw for it. He's got him. And they'll get him down inside the 5, and this offense powering toward a score. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Air Force. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. There he goes. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Second and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Aggie. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Coming into this game, you just felt like which team has the ball last may win the game, and it feels like it's coming down to that now. A massive score for the offense. Under 2 minutes to play. The extra point is going to tie it. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to finish up.
And don't miss the fact there was some heat on that extra point, but he was able to tie it up. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Here he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
Setting up for the PAT, and when he gets this late, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Release to the back. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
To the air on second down. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
High the chains now on second and long. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on! Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Swings it out to his running back. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Steps away to find some room. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Got room at the 35. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And this offense tries to run and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Might be changing the route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Offense gets set for second down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Wide open downfield. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Lets it fly. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and now you got the one final play, right? Like this is, you've dreamed about this. You've tried to put yourself in this situation. You're down a score. You've got to make something happen. What's your go-to play? Who's your go-to player in this big-time situation? What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Browning. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Takes it from the gun on third down. He just about had the pick, and what a play that would have been in overtime, but it brings up fourth down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now they take the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. First and goal and a touchdown will win it.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up.
He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.